everybody, Jen here, and I'm back with a pretty quick layout. It's like 8 minutes or so. This came together wicked quick for me. It's a layout using the May Hip Kit, and I was showing you a photo. It's of the night skyline of Miami, and this was from my most recent cruise back in March on the Norwegian Getaway, and this has a really neat story to go along with it. I mean, I think it was kind of neat. I feel horrible for the people, you'll see, I feel horrible for some people, but it was kind of neat. Anyway, so I backed my photo with one of the pattern papers in the kit. It's like, I think it's like a pink and white polka dot or something like that, just to make the photo pop. And then I used about half of a page of, I think that's a Dear Lizzie pattern paper that's going to go toward the top of the photo there, and also using a branding strip that has the citrus lemons on it. So when we went on our cruise, we were I think the first boat to leave or second boat to leave, and we left right on schedule, 4 o'clock, and it wasn't a beautiful southern Florida kind of day. It was windy, it was overcast, the sun was peeking through, but it wasn't like, oh, I want to go sit by the pool kind of day. Anyway, so we left, and right after we left, we went to go get ready for dinner, and we had our closet doors open, we were getting changed, we were unpacking, and all of a sudden, we had a balcony stateroom, and we always have whenever we're in the cabin, we tune the TV channel to the bow so you can see out ahead of you. So we had the balcony door open, we had the TV on, and we were just kind of unpacking, getting ready for dinner and whatnot. And all of a sudden we felt like we were kind of going to the right, and our closet doors slammed shut, like completely slammed shut. And we're like, that was really weird. What's going on? And we were still like right along the shore. We were in the channel still, leaving Miami. So we didn't really, said, all right, whatever. And there were some people on the bow, not quite sure what was going on. It looked like a whole bunch of people were up looking over the side of the ship, and they were crew members, because on the Norwegian ships, you're not allowed on the bow. So we're like, whatever. We get ready for dinner, go to dinner, and we're about to get dessert, I think, pretty much through dinner. We weren't really next to a window, but I was facing so I could see out. And it was dark now, and I'm like, we're going back. We're going back in the channel. We're back in the buoys. So it turns out that a sailboat became disabled right in our path. So this little teeny tiny sailboat lost power and was unable to steer and get out of the way of the gigantic Norwegian Getaway, which is their biggest ship, or one of their biggest ships. And so once I found that out, I felt horrible. I can't imagine having a ship that size coming at me and not being able to move. Anyway, we had made a very sharp turn to the right, which is when our closet doors had slammed, to avoid this sailboat, and we didn't hit them, thank goodness. But in doing so, since we were still in the channel, the side of the channel, the bottom and the side of the channel. So they had to bring us back to go inspect the propellers and make sure that they were okay and we weren't going to have any issues out at sea. So it was really cool to see the Miami Beach skyline all lit up, and I really enjoyed that. And we had all these people on the boat were complaining and complaining. This is horrible. This ruined our whole vacation. We had 2 sea days ahead of us, and we got to St. Martin like 3 hours late in the end, and they extended it 3 hours, so we didn't lose any vacation. It was just some people just really like to complain. It was really no big deal. I actually thought it was really cool. We went after dinner, we went and actually saw the divers jumping in off the side of the pier and going down and setting up and taking out. It was really a neat experience. I thought it was pretty neat, and heck, I would much rather know that we're okay and the propeller isn't going to strand us at sea than to continue on without having it inspected. But anyway, while I was chit-chatting here, I had backed again my photo on a gray piece of cardstock and used a washi strip, tape strip at the top that is black and like clear polka dots, I guess. It's like on a white background, but it really looks clear. And then I used the enamel dots from enamel words from Chicken Nitty Crafts that say awesome. And I came up with my title, which is Take Two ... Night Skyline. So I was just going through my embellishments here and did take one of these Dear Lizzie. They're like a little bit thicker than acetate, kind of like a translucent acetate. And it says, "Oh, what a day." And I found this tag that's clear from the ephemera pack for Pink Paisley, Citrus Bliss, and putting this die cut that says, "Here's the story," and just took out a couple of the citrus die cuts, and this I think the lemon says, "When life hands you lemon, make lemonade," or something like that. So it was kind of like just a take on what happened. And then that entire white space underneath the photo is going to be journaling. I leave it all and I fill every last bit of it with the story because it was pretty neat. I really enjoyed, not that I enjoyed almost doing a sailboat, but I really enjoyed the fact that we had to go back. We got to see the divers. We got to see the night skyline. And finally I stayed up. I'm usually up late, but I was out on the balcony reading, and we got underway again around 11:30 at night. So I stayed up to watch us go back down the channel and turn around, and got to see both Miami Beach and the Miami skyline lit up, which it was really neat. I loved it. So I thought that was almost like one of the highlights to our trip, because it was so unusual to see the skyline at night, unless on the morning you're coming back. If you're up really, really early, you can usually see the skyline while your ship is coming back in. But I'm not really a super early morning person, and I'm always sad to be going home. So the last thing I want to do is see us come back into port. But this will pretty much finish up my layout. It came together quickly, and it was really simple because I had so much to journal. I am going to just do a couple, I think I'm just going to reinforce and glue a couple other things down here. Oh no, I'm going to put the date, just with a date stamp, just making sure that my date is correct, and I'm going to stamp it right there. And then I am going to start the journaling process on camera, and then I cut it out, and you'll see just the very end to see that I really did take up all the space on the piece of white cardstock. And I'm just trying different pens here to see which one I want to use. And I was trying to see on the textured cardstock, because this is textured white cardstock, so it's hard to find a pen that works well. But this one did fine. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.